It's time to gather together. Hi there, I'm Yelta, and I'll be buying the first round while we chat about Final Fantasy XIV. This is episode 189. Pull up a chair and join us. On the menu tonight, Eorzean Symphony, Final Fantasy XIV Orchestral Album Volume 2 is now on sale. The special 14-hour broadcast URL update. Letter from the Producer Live, part something 56 URL update. A Starlight Celebration begins December 18th. Patch 5.1, Vows of Virtue, Deeds of Cruelty site updated. Patch 5.15 notes. Final Fantasy XIV at the Game Awards. We have Developers Blog and fan tweets. But first, let's shoot the shit. What has been going on this week? Hi there, Ruby.
Hi there, Yelta. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am doing excellent. I'm sitting here watching Green Day as we're talking. The Game Awards are on, and we'll talk about it as we do the recording here, because 2 of the 3 awards have already been drawn. We'll let you know. Well, you probably already know. We'll let you know how many of those Final Fantasy XIV have won. So far, not many. All right.
Prognosis
that being
not
said,
good.
No. 8-Ball says unlikely. What have I been doing? I've been traveling personally. I went to visit some family for the holidays. We do kind of an in-between sort of thing. So post real Thanksgiving, been a little hectic, but I got a little blue time in. 5.15 dropped. And I jumped on the horse, the blue horse, last night. And I'm up to level 58 currently.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it takes no time, Yelta. You know, you go in the overworld, really. Blue's it's a horse of a different color. It's a different animal. You do things differently. It's not Palace of the Dead. It's not Fates. Don't do Fates. Fates will not get you good XP. You want to just kill mobs. Just find a bunch that are grouped together and go at it. And it's kind of a fun, relaxing, sort of zombie-like experience. So I've been coming off of Gathering, and it feels a lot like that to me.
You're just kind of hitting the same 2 buttons on groups of mobs or whatever.
It's Netflix friendly.
Mm-hmm. Netflix friendly.
So I've been having a good time with that. So 58 right now. I checked the gear, and honestly, the gear they give you at 50 Blue Mage is as good as anything you're going to get until 60, I imagine. Now, I know there's a series of quests, so I wonder if I should just hold off and do those series of quests through 60 and see if it gets me some gear. I haven't looked to see what gear drops. I've been good. Been good little boy Santa, and I haven't looked at the data mine stuff.
You will be banned for data mining.
Yeah, I haven't even looked, so I'll find out soon enough when I get close to 60 here and knock a few of these quests out. The other accomplishment was I couldn't even do the quest because I had not killed Azul Magia.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
And I wasn't okay. I was not a fanboy, but I defended Blue to the extent of, hey, it's a mini game. Mm-hmm. And whatever you think about Blue, regardless of what you think about Blue, there is a kind of fun aspect to the Masked Carnival. It's a fun little mini game if you frame it in that reference. But because I had missed some portion of the train when people were like getting some of the spells, I didn't have any of the high level spells, and I thought those were required for doing the Azul Magia part, and they're really not. I got maybe half, and
I burned through them, and he hardly has any spells.
I realized that you can get away with it with just loom, water cannon, and drill cannons. It's pretty easy. I throw some dots with bad breath. And then the rest of it's dodging.
Throw sardine or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Interrupt.
And there's it goes through a few phases. The first one, which is the one I had tried maybe twice in the past and was like, fuck this noise, I'm out. Was a little tricky, but it's mainly because you got to watch. He does like a wall change. It's like physical versus magic. And then he mixes it up on you in the second round, but he throws at you those fire sticks. And then in the third round, it's purely chaotic. You have to dodge a meteor, and he's dropping wind tunnels, and he swaps wall changes, and it's really interesting. And I caught myself bashing my head against it all afternoon. It's kind of cool, but you have to think of it in that regard. It's a limited job. I don't know what else to say. I do hope that there's something else at the end of the tunnel if they decide to do Beastmaster or whatever, that there's room for this to be something fun that'll last longer than 2 weeks. But for now, I want to get in on it while the 2 weeks are here. So that I knocked that deal out. I'm doing the next set of quests, and we'll see where this goes. I'm interested in tackling some of these primals to get the spells. What I have seen, and so you guys might want to put your fingers in your ears, I have seen the requirements for those achievements. I guess it's not really much of a spoiler now, but
it's in the game. It's not like you have to data mine to find it. The community's all been talking about it, so
it's rough. If you haven't seen, I don't have it here in front of me, but you have to beat A4S, A8S, A12S.
Well, isn't it coil too, right? It's like 3 of the coils and 3 of the, I can't remember now, to get the achievement.
I think T5, 9, and 13. And A4, 8, and 12. Yeah, some interesting requirements, and of course, this is also no echo and not unsynced. It has to be synced content. Crazy. I don't know. But people wanted a challenge. People want something to brag about, and that gets you the Marball mount, I believe, right?
Okay, so the achievement's called Blue Unchained. Obtain the achievements Mightier Than the Dragon, Mightier Than the Raven, Mightier Than the Dreadworm. And you have to also do Masked Conqueror, which is, Mightier Than the Manipulator. So, yeah, there's 1, 2, so there's 6 fights in 2 different endgame. But I don't know how hard they are. I have not heard from other people with the abilities and with the, is it really going to be that hard or not?
There was an initial shock when this information came out, and it was a big deal. But now I'm hearing there's 16K openers, and if you think eight people doing 16K openers on old content, it might melt. It might melt. We'll see. So
you plan on trying it?
Yeah, when the FC decides to do a big thing. I don't know if I feel comfortable just yet in the Party Finder. What I really want to do with the FC, if I play a little bit more this weekend, is try to do some spell farming with the old primals. Yeah. I was lucky enough to stumble into some spells. I looked up some stuff online, and I picked up, I think it was Inferno or something from Ifrit, and I didn't realize the normal Ifrit, you can get one of his abilities. So I ran that unsynced twice and got it. And then when I went to fight Azumagia the first time, I beat his first form, and I got, is it Lion's Breath? What is the ability called? The ice one that goes around you.
Oh,
freezes the enemies.
The
Chimera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The lion one, anyway. Lion's Breath.
No,
yeah.
Is it voice?
Lion's voice, Ram's breath, Lion's breath, Ram's voice. Who knows? But I got the lion
Ram's
one.
Voice. Yes.
So I got Ram's voice. That's it, and it's awesome. Anyway, it helped me a lot kill enemies, and it's been really helping me do stuff. And then I realized you can get 2 more of the spells from Azumagia just from killing his first form. So if you're able to tough it out and kill the first form, you can pick up to 3 abilities from that fight, 3 spells.
Oh, nice.
So it's worth doing some of these things for. I learned Plane Cracker from. I think from him, and that's not even on some of the guides that I'd seen. So it's really amazing. Not all guides have the correct information. I'll say that. And I think you can pick up spells from a lot more places than people are reporting them from. So, anyway, that's a thing. But I've been having fun with it. I really like blue for what it is because I have it framed like that in my mind. But will this last more than a few weeks? Probably not. It's just kind of the way it is. Unless they add like something else amazing to Mask Carnival, I really think it's going to take the synergy of Beastmaster and having something that both of those jobs can run together to really give limited jobs some kind of playability. But, you're talking 6.0. Maybe they'll give us an announcement 5.5. Maybe they'll release a limited job then and we can judge it there. But that's, another year and a half or so in the making. So we'll see how it goes. But, that's it for blue. We'll see what I do this weekend. Hopefully get some more spells. I'm about halfway there and get some of those new ones. And maybe jump back on that summoner, do a little more with that before I start back on crafting again. So, kick it over to you, Yelta. What have you been up to this week?
Before the patch dropped, I knew blue was coming, so I decided I wanted all my spells. I already had all the primal spells. I was only missing like a few from dungeon-only spells, and I was missing a couple that you buy from the totems. So and then it dawned on me, one spell comes from having to do all the original 25 Mask Carnivals. I'm stuck on 24. I'm not good at the game, but I'll get there. But before the patch dropped, actually hopped in with Belle and I can't remember now who else now. Somebody else in the free company, I'm sorry. We ran through some of the dungeons, and I got all the spells I could get until I do floor 25, or Mask Carnival 25. And since the patch dropped, I pretty much just kind of fucked around. I haven't really done anything with Blue Mage since then. Accidentally learned a spell from one of the guys in the Mask Carnival. So, the quest continues. I do want to try some of the raid stuff, especially if I find out that it's not completely mind-bogglingly horrible. I think it sounds like something, we've always tried to run stuff with, 24 summoners or whatever the hell it was we did that time. This could be fun kind of whatever content. But, I don't know. I feel like you kind of got to get in there and farm up what you can while people are still interested.
Yep.
I probably should get in and try that PvP mode, too. I have not tried it. I actually have heard good things. The fact that once one of the spots is claimed, you don't fight over it anymore. You don't need to leave a guard, nothing. So it's really, and I think the map is smaller, is what I read. So I'm kind of eager to set up a PvP night. Of course, it kind of sucks because you can only have 4 people in your team. You can't. It's like, well, this is the kind of thing I'd like to run, and I understand they're trying to, protect us from pre-mades or everything, but...
And then we still have the 72-man requirement. They made it where you can't run it with less than 72 men. So, right now, while the getting's good, I'm sure you can find 72 people, but we'll see how it goes in the long run.
Well, I even know all the different times I've run PvP nights. You start hitting 11 o'clock at night or something, 10:30, 11 o'clock, the queues stop popping. So prime time is over for PvP apparently at that point. So it's like, I don't know. But I would like to try it. PvP is not really my thing, but I do like to try all the versions, and I do like to have something to do with the free company, and PvP is one of those I'll only go if someone goes with me content. So, and we just go in and, try to do our best, but... And after we were talking about Triple Triad, and you mentioned last time that there were new Triple Triad packs, the Dream Triad card packs. I ran over to the Gold Saucer and bought 30 of them. I think that's 100k MGP about. So about 30 Dream packs, opened them all, and went down the list. I had checked off which ones I got. I think I got all the unique ones, all the ones that were unique to that pack. Plus, I got a couple of them that were like that I didn't already have. So it was kind of nice. I think I'm done with those packs now.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of Triple Triad, but it got me another achievement, having X numbers of triple triad cards. So it was cool to do and get. So I know 100K sounds like a lot, but I probably sold back, well, not tons. Sold back some too. What am I going to use my MGP for anyway?
Exactly.
There's one mount I don't have yet. I should probably save up for.
Which one is that?
That cactar one.
The cactus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And only in the desire to have all the things, so it's not like I'm really worried about it. But I wasn't really worried about the wolf either. I just bought it because, you gotta buy it.
He does look cool.
He is kind of cool. I did buy the haircut from Ishgard Restoration, and I posted a picture on my Twitter, and I'm like, I think not. And Brock came back with, "Screams, let me talk to your manager." Kind of not my favorite hairstyle ever. But again, I like to have all the things, and it's not like I'm going to run out of those script. I don't have the outfit yet. I still want to go back in and grind up and get the outfit. What else did I do? Oh, I was an asshole. Did I tell you my story about how I was an asshole? Guys, I feel so bad. So I was bored one night, sick of doing whatever, and I'm like, there's a help my friend clear Titania party. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I hop in, we get in, the first poll goes really, really well. Like, one person needed a correction. We did wipe. The other healer and their friend obviously didn't know what they were doing. But the second poll, their ad didn't spawn, that kind of stuff. And then we didn't do that many polls. Towards the end, apparently I spun my camera and ran the wrong way, but I didn't realize it. So, like, I'm running down to break a tether, and this guy, my tether partner's in my spot, and I'm pissed off, and I'm like, I even called him out. I'm like, "You're in the wrong spot." And they're like, "No, you and the other healer both ran the wrong way." And I'm like, "No," I'm just like mad, right? I'm like, "No, we killed it anyway." And the reason I got confused was I used the limit break. So, everything goes bright, and then I think I died, and then I think I raised, and then I didn't know where the fuck I was. So anyway, I'm just like leaving the party, and I'm like sassing back, and I'm like, "No, you." So my son taught me, because I'm old, my son taught me how to set up the Invita thing so it'll like record the last 5 minutes of gameplay or whatever when you hit a key combination. So I hit the key combination, pulled it up, and I died in the wrong spot. I was the asshole. I called the person out. And in fact, I tossed and turned about it. I'm like, should I find that person and send them, "Christ, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. I was a wrong message." I'm like, I just felt so bad because I was so sure I was right. And then when faced with real evidence that, "No, bitch, you were wrong," I just felt terrible. But, and I had been helpful and nice and in a good mood the whole time. And then he's just like, "No, you." And I'm like, I was so mad, but it was entirely my doing. So I'm sorry.
So, were there markers or anything? Or was
there were markers. It was normal Titania markers. Yep. But it was just chaos there right at the end.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no. And we'd already done a few polls, and I was tired and whatnot. But, it is what it is, I guess. So.
How drunk were you, Yelta?
I was drunk. Yeah.
Okay.
I was pretty drunk. I also failed to get 2 lines in Wondrous Tales. I
saw that.
Did you see my tweet? So
yes.
I had 1 line, and I had another line right next to it that had 3 stickers in a row, and I still had 2 more stickers, and they both fucked off somewhere else on the thing, and I was so mad because I don't have the Omega female minion, and that's what I would have gotten. Oh well, it'll be all right. What else did I do? Oh, I did hop in. I was Lala napped on Tuesday to go to E2S, and it took a few polls, and I think it took a party rebuild, but I did clear it. So thank you for carrying me.
Excellent.
Thank you for carrying me, group. I did all right. I felt because I had gone one time, just kind of on a lark when a group's like, "Hey, we're gonna do a couple polls." But other than that, the last time I went is when you went. And how long ago was that now?
Oh, God. Several months. Feels like that anyway. Yeah, and as I recall, you did very well. We were practicing that very last phase where
Quietus,
you kind of have to go, the quietus, or, it's the inside out there or outside in or whatever you got. And we were just kind of getting that down. And I remember you making a comment like, I got to move a little earlier. I got to expect that a little earlier. And that was kind of the thing. But everything else had been very smooth
clean,
up until that point. So congratulations. Just,
thanks.
Cherry on the cake.
Yeah, gear helps too, probably, because I can't actually upgrade my gear anymore without doing more raiding. I have upgraded with coins all the stuff I can. I have, E1S accessories. I've got Hades EX staff. I mean, I can't do more for my main without actually raiding. So.
Well, and those other guys, I'm sure, had better gear as well. So those fights must go a little faster than it did a few months ago.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that was my week, and I think it was a pretty good one. I had a good time. I didn't play as much 14 as I thought I would get around to this week, and I don't know. I wasted a lot of time trying. I struggled a lot with some of the fights in the Masked Carnival. I don't know. I'm not very good at that. All right, you can shoot the shit with us. Go to the website, www.gtffxiv.com. Let us know what you've been up to, or tweet us, or email us, or something. The first round is news. The Eorzean Symphony Final Fantasy XIV Orchestral Album Volume 2 is now on sale. I don't remember if I ever bought any of these. It's a high-quality music in video and Blu-ray format. Blah, blah, blah. It's a recording of the performance. It does have 2 orchestral roles. Tsukuyomi's Pain and The Worm's Tale. And it's available. And it's $60.
I think I have the digital version of the first one. So it's nice. Very, very nice. And I love these. My primary purchases in the world of Final Fantasy XIV music will always be the OSTs. Your mileage may vary, but I get those first, and then I kind of fill in, But 'tis the season. It would make a good holiday gift. You won't get it in time for Christmas.
No.
But, and if you get it from a Square Enix store, you might not get it at all. Or you might get it cracked. Or
you might get nothing. You might get some disappointment in a cracked case. I do like getting the orchestrion rolls, but it doesn't seem like enough to buy a Blu-ray. I don't know. All right, special 14-hour broadcast. They have updated the URL. Now, that is tomorrow. It has already happened by the time you listen to this, probably. And I'm sure we'll talk about it next week. But Friday, December 13th at 7 p.m. PST. That's 9 our time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too late. Have dinner. Cancel your Friday night plans and stay in with some Chinese food.
We already covered all what's going to be on that last week. And they also gave us the URLs now for the letter from the producer live part. Something. And the audio will be in Japanese only. I did see someone, I think, on the Reddit saying that they were going to attempt to do live translations. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere.
Cool.
Yeah. So, the Reddit also says Final Fantasy XIV got robbed at the Game Awards. Rage thread is already up and has 87 comments.
Shit, we ain't even got the third award yet.
All right, the Starlight Celebration begins December 18th. And as a special note to a certain Free Company person, don't worry, they're going to put the other stuff on the Mog Station. You can have that dress. I had to tell her to calm her tits.
So does it say it's going to sell the other stuff? That must be in a different
but you
poster.
know they're going to.
They're going to. They always do.
It'll probably be up next Wednesday.
Cash grab Fantasy 14.
Fantasy 14. I had glamored on the choir robe. I think that was last year's. Was that last year's?
Yep.
So I glamored on the choir robe as my holiday glamour. Usually I go with the Santa suit dyed green. But this year I decided to go with the choir robe because it's kind of pretty. And Free Company mate, she's all like, what is it? Where do I get it? How do I get it? And she's asked like 4 times now. I don't see it on the cash shop. When are they putting it at the cash shop? Are you sure they're putting it on the cash shop? And we're like, calm your tits.
I'll call Yoshida.
I'll call Yoshida. Let me get Yoshida on the phone.
me get them off.
But the Starlight Celebration itself starts on the 18th. That's Wednesday the 18th. And it runs till December 31st in the morning, 6:59 a.m. And you know the New Year's one's going to be right on its tail, so.
Right.
Right. You have to be level 15. You pick this up in Old Gridania at looks like the amphitheater. Mm-hmm. The prizes are a chocobo barding, which is adorable, a orchestrion roll, a poster, some cakes as a housing item, and a gabu wreath, which is a housing item, which is really cute. So a little bit something. I thought it was a nice selection of goods.
Uh-huh. Well, guess who's coming out of retirement because of this gabu wreath?
Who?
Cinnamon Riesling.
Oh, no, she needs the gabu wreath.
Has to have it. So her sub lapsed like a month ago, and she saw the wreath, and she's like, I guess I'm resubbing, so I'll finish the story, and I'll get the wreath.
Oh,
which will also mean if she does this, close enough here, we'll roll right into the new year, and she can knock out All Saints Wake, or whatever it's called.
Not All Saints Wake.
What's the other? What is it?
Not Hatching Tide. What's the one that's... Heaven's Turn.
Heaven's Turn. And... seasons are hard. Actually, Heaven's Turn is my least favorite of
You don't like Pounding Mochi?
I don't like Pounding Mochi. I don't like the music in Heaven's Turn. It's just not... And that's an Uematsu song. It's not good. And, I don't know. The helmets are whatever, And nothing will live up to En Chiffon as the horse.
No, the Year of the Horse is the only one that matters.
Nothing will live up to it. So, I'm past it. But anyway, Christmas is here, or Starlight Celebration is here. So,
did you click on the little link to show you the uncluttered up background? It's quite pretty.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I always like to click on the little...
It looks like a Christmas card, kind of.
Eyeball here. Mm-hmm. That is adorbs. In fact, you could just delete this watermark down here. Go over that.
Let me just...
And then...
clip out this little
let me just Photoshop this out here, and then send this as your Christmas card to your relatives and loved ones.
Oh, my relatives would know what a chocobo is. Would your relatives know what a chocobo is?
Nah, they'd say Paul's up to his weird shit.
Oh, all right. Patch 5.1, Vows of Virtue, Deeds of Cruelty Site update. We're not going to linger on this because all of the stuff they put on here is honestly in the notes. I'm just gonna tell you all this was a PvP and a Blue Mage update. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just telling you. So yeah. And then actually, so the Copied Factory, they did fuck up your butt. We can get into ButtCon. But again, you caught all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they did update the site, and they put the new mount, which is crazy looking. They put the new minion. Not that one. Where's the other new minion? Is it not on here? Well, never mind. Maybe it was a secret.
No.
Okay.
It's a secret to everybody but Yelta.
Shh. All right, but they did update the site, and then shortly thereafter, they gave us the patch notes, and then they dropped the patch. So we'll just go there.
Well,
all right. The patch.
I already leaked the mount Yelta earlier.
The mount?
Yeah, when I talked about the Blue Mage stuff, is that the
one
you're talking about?
No, there's two mounts though.
Oh, okay.
So what's really funny is these patch notes released, and then when the game came up, people are like, why is the mount from PvP and why is the minion from Blue Mage shit? And they're like, why did we only get Blue Mage and PvP stuff? And I'm like, guys, it's patch 5.15. They didn't promise us anything else. This is like this is a small in-between patch with specific content. I don't know why people were surprised that the new rewards, including the new minion, came out of this content. I don't know, people. I don't know why they expected more stuff. Mm-hmm. But anyway, new playable content came out. We have a bunch of new Blue Mage quests. So yay. Where they're like every few levels till you hit 60 and a couple more at 60. Mm-hmm. So, and housing, they did turn on the auto demolition timer for the Japanese data center. They turned that back on. I can't remember why they turned it off. Was there an earthquake or something bad? I can't remember anymore.
I forget,
but they turned it back on now. They gave us new furnishings. Those don't seem to be associated with PvP. There's this cute little new mirror and this plant that glows is pretty. We have a deck. Beldandy, I think, made one of this new deck and put it in the front of our house. It's kind of cute. I want to dye it, though, because it doesn't really match the other colors.
Oh, that's hot.
It's got like a little table, 2 chairs. You can sit on it.
I really want to do something for my little house, and I don't know what to do with it. I know you can pay people to come in and fuck around with your house. I don't know if I want to give somebody the keys to my mansion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not that as if I got anything good, except, on my person. I don't have anything good in the where I can fuck with. Anyway, it would be a fun project. I don't know what direction I want to go. Send your ideas to our email. We'll give that to you at the end. And I think this deck might be a starting point for me. Do an outside deal. Maybe I'll make a cafe. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I'll do something wild. I don't know what that would be. People do. There's already a strip club.
Yeah.
What could I do? People have already done that for ages. What could I do? I don't know. A butcher shop? I don't know. What can you do? I don't know. Send me your ideas.
Yeah, I don't really... I like when I get new stuff, new furnitures and whatever as rewards, I like plop them down in my house, and then I'm like, and then I don't do anything else.
Yeah, that's what I keep doing. I just like every event. I got, the heart-shaped balloons and, little knickknacks and shit from every seasonal event, and I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
There's no rhyme or reason.
I wish I could sell them to people like free company members who can't get the shit, and go, when do I have to do? Wait 2 years for it to go on the Mog Station? And, there was a time. There was a time.
I made a lot of gil farming up extra event items and selling them after the fact.
I got some eerie wallpaper up if anybody wants to buy that.
I sold a lot of those cherry trees. Do you remember those were sellable?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you would get like 2 million gil for those.
Well, Cinna accidentally sold them. She thought, setting it for $3 million was high enough, and somebody bought it.
Nope. I've still got one of those, one of the Ladies' Day events had the throne with all the doll display with all the steps. Mm-hmm. I still have one I could sell, and I should just fucking sell it because I'm never going to use it. I don't know why I keep thinking I don't need it. Oh, well. Housing problems. Hashtag housing problems. Mm-hmm. They added new orchestrion roles. They added a new emote. It looks like, apparently, there's a screenshot, but I've read that it looks like when you get one of those painful echoes. It's like you put your hand on your face and stagger around.
I must have seen it. It says something about a headache, I think.
Okay. But that's at the end of Blue Mage questing too, I think. I think you have to have done Blue Mage stuff to get that, which people were mad about. The level cap for Blue Mage was increased to 60. They added new spells for Blue Mage. They changed Mighty Guard. It now has increased enmity generation. Because one of the things now in the 24-man stuff is apparently you can kind of go as a tank or a healer or as DPS. Mm-hmm. So they had to give some enmity generation stuff, I suppose. They added new stages to the Masked Carnival. I don't know how many or what they are yet because I haven't gotten through the earlier ones because I'm terrible. They added the Blue Mage log, which I haven't tried yet, but it's apparently it's like a duty finder for Blue Mages, it sounds like. Right? So you can go and do Wanderer's Palace or go do all this content with other Blue Mages.
It looks amazing. I have not tried it yet, only because I wanted to hit 60 before I jumped into anything else. But yeah, this looks really cool.
And there's log entries. So it looks like there's 62 entries to do, like the Wanderer's Palace, Amdapper Keep, blah, blah, blah. And there's little check marks. So you can go down the list and check them all off. And then there's a weekly prime target, it looks like. You must get increased rewards. Oh, let's see. The targets reset weekly on our normal Tuesday reset, it looks like. Completion of Blue Mage entries will reward players with Allied Seals and Gil. Allied Seals. I mean, they did give us some more things to buy with Allied Seals. No, they gave us more things. I can't remember. Yeah, they gave us some more things to buy with Allied Seals. Still, it's like, who needs Allied Seals? But okay. That's about it. And then they do show us the Alliance Raids, Realm Reborn, Normal Raids, Heavensward, Alliance Raids, Heavensward. So, all of that is in there as well. That's kind of cool. The average item level... Oh, the Naval Extreme is 50, so average item level is only 67. All right. That number caught my eye. I'm like, 67? They added the new Frontline, Ansel, Hasker. I can't even say this stuff, but it's new Frontline mode. Have not tried it yet, but it's a 72 players, still 3 teams of 24. And I've actually heard reasonable good things about it, so I kind of look forward to trying it.
Mm-hmm. I've heard good things about it as well, and I like PvP. I don't like it as much as I think I could like it in this game, but what I'm hearing about this mode, I really enjoy. I'm not a feast person, and that BattleBot thing didn't resonate with me at all. Mm. But Seize does. Shatter definitely does. Mm-hmm. Love me some Shatter. And Secure was okay. I think that was like one of the weaker ones.
Which
Secure.
one was Secure?
Is that the one with the
Is that one where you just occupied the nodes, or was it the one where you had to?
I think you had to destroy the node at the top or whatever. Is that that
Oh,
one?
is that the one you had to run to the middle and kill the stuff? I don't remember. That one I didn't like as much. I like the one where you Shatter. I liked. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah. Anyway.
Now the Daily Challenge Frontline is always going to be this new one for a while. They've actually changed that. So it's not going to be, Secure Season Shatter. It's now going to be just the Denshig Nadam forever. Well, till they patch it. They've added items. They've added recipes. This next one, though, the appearance of certain equipment obtained from the Alliance raid, the copied factory has been adjusted. Due to this adjustment, certain portions of the equipment will appear transparent. It's my understanding it's the boob window, that lacy boob window used to always just be white, light tan skin.
Right. And
now it'll actually be transparent is what I heard. I haven't confirmed that.
I haven't confirmed, but that was my understanding because I'd seen images of the previous and it was discolored. It was very off. So this should have been that correction.
And there's some tights or something too, I think, that are stockings look different now or something. Now it doesn't say we nerfed your butts, but I have seen the before and after pictures. They nerfed the ass.
Yeah, I heard it was certain equipment that you used as the top that would change that.
That makes it even worse, yeah.
Where like it still works for some equipment and then some tops completely revert the ass back to its original format. So butt sliders win?
Yeah. Well, and I know that some clothes, some tops, the ass was like clipping. But in a game with tons of clipping, it's like, oh my god, really? This is the one you decided to fuck with. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get some additional changes. I don't know. I know that some people were really upset because they were very excited. You had like a nice ass with this. But maybe we were too worried about asses. I don't know. All right. This is crafting. The following crafter actions can now be used even when their effects are already active. It's just going to overwrite the number of remaining steps. So ingenuity, innovation, waste not to a final appraisal. I have no idea if that's cool or not. Maybe.
Me either.
Okay. They added new mounts. The first is this, I don't know, botanist mech. It looks kind of cool. That's the one that's from PvP, I think. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then
I like it.
Yeah, it's really cool looking.
I heard kicked around Gato from Chrono Trigger. Mm-hmm. What was the other one that I saw kicked around on this one? Anyway, I think it looks completely awesome. I think I would PvP for this. I didn't go and look what the requirement was. Did you look? Have you looked?
I think I did. I think, isn't it? It's like 100 wins.
Oh, okay.
Which I hate because I go freelance, and so I never win anything.
You gotta get to work.
Well, that's why I couldn't get the one of the mounts I did get, but some of the Garo mounts I didn't get because you had to actually win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. One step at a time. I think it was. One step at a time, 50. One step at a time. Somewhere there's 101. And I think that's the one that gets you yes. Guide any of the three grand companies, to a total of 100 victories at Unzel Hakir. And that's the Construct 7 core.
Okay.
I'll never get it. Oh, and then not pictured here, but they've shown us in video, so it's really not a spoiler. There is a Morble mount, and that's from doing Blue Mage things. And they added a new minion. He's adorable. That's also Blue Mage related. It's the fuck's his name?
Brute Justice.
Thank you. They've added new achievements and titles, Blue Mage achievements for doing high-end duties. And you can look in your achievements window and see what they are. Some of these achievements, though, you have to note, all your party members have to be Blue Mage. You must have the right number of players for the duty. You must have disabled Undersized. And you must have enabled the Silence Echo. So you can't have Echo and you can't do it unsynced. So this is serious business. You have to push buttons good.
Or do 16K openers or whatever it is. I mean,
yeah. So that's what I'm kind of waiting to hear if it's like really, is it easy enough I should try, or is it really hard and I should just not bother? So I don't know. The renewal period for mentor certification has ended. If you have not renewed your certification, you're no longer a mentor.
I'm no longer a mentor.
Are you no longer a mentor?
I'm not. Well, I don't have a tank at 80.
Oh, yeah. But you can recertify once you meet the new requirements.
There you go.
This is really important. The display of the version number at the bottom of the launcher has been adjusted.
Okay.
And they resolved some issues. There's nothing I care about in here. All right. That was it. That was the patch notes.
No new jobs.
No new jobs.
They did not fix the headpieces on Hrothgar or Vieira. They did not add male Vieira or female Hrothgar. I am so sorry. Did not happen this match.
Oh my god. No new housing ward.
And no Eggy Glamour.
No Eggy
For Christ's sake. Where's my Eggy Glamour?
Oh my gosh. No. Fairy glamour is the new thing to complain about, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Right, 'cause, like, the fairies are just fairies now. Eggies, at least you can switch what they look like.
Mm-hmm. They do. Yeah, those hit different.
All right, and Final Fantasy XIV at the Game Awards, which I haven't covered at all or watched at all, but Ruby
they
has.
just ended, and we are 0 for 3 of these. Yeah, I didn't catch who the role-playing game was, so I was trying to refresh the old Twitters here to see who the Game Awards picked in every category. So I don't know. Buy us some time here, Yelta, while I look. I do know for the two categories that I'm aware of: community support and ongoing game. The first one, community support, we mentioned was Destiny 2 had won it, and when these came up, I think in the official forums, I did see people saying, "Yeah, right," on community support because people who have had issues within the game have said they don't get resolution done very quickly. Now, the other side of community support is we have great reps, and I would imagine across all regions, but the reps that we have are amazing people and work very hard. We've got great content. They do good shows like Duty Commenced. So kudos to our reps. Let's be honest, Game Awards, my wife just tweeted this out. The Game Ad Awards, I don't know how much cash comes in and out to get things done. Of course, 14 bought some ad space. They did the, I think the trailer or, the commercial trailer for 14 Shadowbringers during the Game Awards before they announced ongoing game, and 14 did not win ongoing game either. That was Fortnite.
Looks like Disco Elysium. Is that how you say it?
Disco Elysium. Yep.
Yeah, won Best RPG, I think.
So there you go. I don't know much about that, but that's at least
I heard really good things about that one.
That's something that's not a big commercial behemoth. It's not Fortnite again or something like that. So anyway, that's the Game Awards. We didn't win shit.
Ongoing game went to Fortnite, which, but I mean,
they rebooted this year. They had the Chapter 2 thing.
I really like Fortnite, but I don't like the battle royale part. I like the save the world part. I actually really enjoy doing those missions.
Well, I believe I saw recently that they were going to put more toward the PvE thing. Okay, some updates to that. We'll see.
Yeah, I uninstalled a while ago. I'd probably come back at some point and just to try it again. Ulfa and I dropped a lot of cash on stuff in that game. We're so stupid.
Epic Game Store support Shannon.
God. Well, beating up those pinatas for loot was just too addictive. I have to not do it. Oh, yeah. All right, what's on tap? Real quickly, we have the Eorzean Symphony Album Volume 2 has arrived. They're just giving us a little preview. We got the beautiful cover art. It's 8 tracks.
It's an 8-track? What the fuck, Yelta? Nobody has a fucking 8-track player anymore. God damn it.
I saw one once. No, we had one as kids. Yeah, 8 tracks presented in full orchestra arrangement. And let's see, and video footage of all 19 songs from September 23rd Final Fantasy Orchestrion Concert. The encore included. Included first-run bonuses are in-game item codes, as we talked about for those orchestrion roles. It has arranged versions of in-game tracks from A Realm Reward, Heavensward, and Stormblood that were performed at the concert, blah, blah, blah. On-screen footage that was played during the concert. Watch it alongside amazing performances by conductors and blah, blah, blah. There's some commentary from Yoshi P and Soken. There's a booklet with liner notes and lyrics. And they have stickers for the first 800 customers. A couple of Moogle stickers and really pretty, actually. A sticker of an orchestrion and the Moogles. Musical Moogles. What are they called? I can't remember. I have them. They're really cute. So
Dorbs.
Yeah, Dorbs. And that, they said they put a video up. It's not part of the album, but here's some backstage footage. So there's a video on that blog. Check out. It looks pretty good. I still don't know if I'm ordering one.
I think it's worth it for the video footage part of it. I mean, the music's great too, but we can't all go see the Eorzean Symphony in Japan. This is an amazing opportunity to do so. So it probably is worth the $60 for that reason.
Yeah, might be. All right, let's see. Happy hour. We have a couple of tweets. William Riley, the old school gamer, has tweeted us again. I agree. I think it's just odd when people wear bikinis and tank or underwear to DPS. It takes me out of the game. So, yeah. And he also says in another tweet, so I got to play a little Final Fantasy XIV, and I went on an LOL dungeon, and the archer... my brain shut off. Okay, and the archer, my machines had to play tank. We wiped, but I never seen the tank hide, so we all kicked him, but then I abandoned my first dungeon. The remaining people voted to quit. So apparently shit went down and it went bad.
Yeah, I think it seemed like the DPS had to do the tanking here, and
never
seen a tank hide. Wow. That's interesting. The healer couldn't rescue him back to the rest of the party. Wow.
No.
That's an interesting. I've never had the tank run away. I've had a tank run its mouth. I've never had a tank run away from the group.
I've had a tank grab at everything and run to the wall.
That's a thing.
And not use any cooldowns and die.
Where would a tank run and hide?
I don't know, man.
I don't know how that would be.
Well, to be fair, depending on how early you are and if you're not knowledgeable about MMOs, you may not understand what tank means.
Sure.
Right? I remember playing 11. I've told the story before. My sister Kariri, she rolled I don't remember what class it was, but it was a tank. And, I brought her to the dunes once she soloed her way up to 10 or whatever. And we're like, yeah, tank the mobs. And she's like, what? And it's like, you forget that it's a specialized, if you never played a game that had tank, healer, DPS trinity, how would you know? And I probably didn't know either. I started out as a white mage with a cure spell. So it was more obvious to me. And,
right.
Of course, that game did some strange things. Like, I was a bard, and so I was a puller. Thieves would pull, or I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah, that game had a unique opportunity to sort of the jobs could create their own identity outside of what even the developers had intended them to be.
Tanks.
Everybody knows, Ninja Tank is the greatest example, of course, and so that was nice, and I think that's, of course, was the hope that 14 would have similar magic. If we throw a bunch of shit together, maybe the players will identify something, and I was scrambling in the old 1.0 days. I wanted to be a white monk. I wanted to punch and heal, and as much as I tried to do that, there wasn't that much variety in the game, and then everything quickly went downhill.
Well, and it turned into mud classes, right? So
right.
the idea on paper sounded really cool. You basically level up all these different jobs, and you can mix and match the abilities, kind of. But then it was just like, I remember leveling my monk, and it was like, everybody equip the AoE fire ability, and we'll just go out there and murder everything with AoE fire. And it was like, this is so stupid. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong. I leveled my monk to 50 and geared it out so that I could switch jobs in a dungeon to AoE down stuff in the Aurum Vale just for one section of the dungeon. I kind of missed that. It was kind of fun to be able to, switch jobs in a dungeon. Mm-hmm. But, these things happen. Well, don't let it get to you down. And sometimes people are just having a shit day, too, like me that day, where I blame somebody else for my poor play. All right. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
Down
soon.
with the Game Awards. Boo. Burn it to the ground. See you next year.
Yeah, I think it was too bad. I'm really sad that we did not, because I had anything to fucking do with it. But I think it's too bad that did not get a chance to, get nominated for, music or something. Because honestly, best ongoing game, it's almost never going to go to an MMO. I'm sorry, as popular as 14 is, Fortnite is way more popular.
Yeah.
There's people that don't even barely count as, gamers, really. My sister's boss plays Fortnite on his lunch break. I mean...
he probably hardly has a neck beard. I mean, how they allow these people to play video games is beyond me. Muggles.
But yeah, it's just kind of funny. I don't know. An MMO is still kind of its own, I don't know, small community in a way. I mean, you could have millions of people playing, but it's still really kind of a small community. All right. Then I guess it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can find links to all of our episodes and blog posts on our website, GTFFXIV.com. While you're there, please leave us a comment. And if you'd like to, you can support us by clicking the donation button. You can find us on Twitter at GTFFXIV. You can email us at GTFFXIV@gmail.com. Please rate us. Personal plugs, Ruby.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at RubiconVale, RubiconVale.
And you can find me on Twitter at YeltaSumasu, YeltaSumasu. As always, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.